Right then, so I just pulled up at the local lake, a lake called Digger Lakes. Yeah, so I've chose a peg, which is peg 5. And guys, welcome back. I just thought I would say all 3 rods out, we're fishing. So all 3 rods casted out, and you know when you get that feeling, boom, hit the bottom, absolutely singing. So found 3 lovely little hard spots on fishing. All the weed in this lake, there used to be loads and loads of it, so I did have a little play around, see what I didn't want to disturb it too much because it's that time of year. So I just, as soon as I was happy with where I was fishing, I sort of just left it where I was to. But you know, I'm here for 48 hours now, so I've got plenty of time to play around and see what's going on. But what I'll do, I'm just thinking about showing you my little setup, what I've got going on, and I'll just show you the swims where I'm fishing. So stick around for this video. It's going to be a good one. Well, I hope it is. Right then guys, so my home for the next 48 hours, I used the Tracker Tempest V2. Lovely little bivvy, easy to set up. I mean, they are pricey, but it's like anything. The Nash Indulgence Airframe SS3 quality bed chair, keeps you really warm at night, proper comfortable. So I got the Tracker Armo Wave Sling, and then I've got the Fox Easy Mat, and then I've got the Ridge Monkey water butt. Must have item, get on the fish eye, helps you do your self takes, got a built-in light with it as well inside the bivvy, quality item. And I've got the Tracker low light wheelbarrow alongside with the Tracker cover to keep it waterproof. Then I've got the Nash Scope 9-foot 3-pound test curve alongside with the Matrix stainless steel bank sticks. On the back of the bank sticks I've got the Jag butt rest, and then I've got the quarter stows. With the alarms I've got the Solar V10i, exactly the same setup this side. With the reels are the Daiwa Wingcast Z, quality little reel. I also use the Angling Intelligence 12-meter baiting pole, comes in very handy. The Nash Scope landing net, hopefully we'll be able to put a big lump into that in a bit. Right then guys, so what bait and tactics that I'm using, never got nothing to hide, always like sharing what I do. So the boilies are the 10mm sail, got a kilo bag there. I've got a tin of hemp just in case I want to mix something up, have a play around. I've got half a tub of pellet left, which is the Spod and PVA pellet mix from Mainline. I've also got, from my hook baits, I've got some balanced wafters with peaches and cream, 15mm, and then my favourite salty squid, 12mm. And as you can see, I always bring myself a bait spray. Because I'm a smoker, I find myself that whenever you bait up your rigs, you always end up with a bit of nicotine on the hook or around the hook bait, and I'm sure those carp can work out. If they can smell a bit of spray on there, they can smell your hands if you've just had a fag. So I always use that just as a bit of a backup. Should give up smoking really, so the wife keeps telling me, but I just thought I'd share that's my bait. Fox bivvy table, use that to put me cup of tea, me fags, Freddo biscuits, and you can't beat cherry bakewell. Right then guys, so we're 3 hours into the session now, and no signs of any activity, so I think it's going to be an hard session, but I'll try my best. Like I said, we're here for 48, so we got plenty of time yet, but anything happens, I'll keep you updated. All right, wish me luck guys, and I'll catch you in a bit. Boom. This is what it's all about guys, seeing nature at its absolute best. This little guy keeps coming in and out my bivvy. He's trying to eat my cherry bakewell.
Right then guys, morning all, and thought I'd just give you a bit of an update. So last night managed to get 2 takes, both coming from the left hand rod down the margin. Unfortunately I didn't manage to put the fish on the bank. Both of them, I was both on for about 5 minutes, and just hook pull. I'll show you the angle that I'm fishing and the conditions that I was battling trying to get them back. But like everyone is, when you're bivvied up in your sleeping bag, time you undo your bivvy, get out to the rods. The swim that I'm fishing is a real tight area, and the channel, they just nail themselves all the way down the channel. I was holding on to them, and they just wanted to keep going and going and going, and I couldn't put the brakes on. Started tightening up a little bit, pulling back on the angle, and just put too much pressure on them, I think, and I had to put the pressure on them to stop them going down there. But that's carp fishing, I suppose. But I'll keep trying, and I'll keep you posted. But I'll just take you over now and show you the spot where the fish come from and where the fish actually went to. So then guys, the spot where both of the fish actually come from, so I'm using the baiting pole and just dropping it right under here on the corner as it comes up through this bend. So I'm fishing it nice and tight into there. As soon as they picked it up, they're absolutely nailing themselves all the way down this channel. And the angle of the rod, with a 9-foot rod, really, I needed my chest waders on, but it was pitch black, foggy, dark, and conditions, you can see how far down that channel goes, and they were right down there. So that's just a battle, I suppose. Happy days. So I'm coming into the first 24 hours now. I'm starting to see a few more signs of activity right along this back margin here. So I've just flicked a single out there, just to try to pick an odd fish up, moving up and down there, up and down the channel, which moves into the next swim. So I thought that's worth a shout. I am one for picking up my gear and moving if I don't see any signs of activity, but I think I'm just going to hold my guns after what I had last night. There's definitely fish in the swim. I just need them to turn on and just pick up a few upbaits. So I'll just a little update there, guys, and I'll be back with you in a bit, hopefully with a fish on the bank. So then, coming up to 4 o'clock, I've seen plenty of fish crashing along that back margin. I've got both rods over there now. Just started to rain, hoping that they get their heads down and get on the munch. But been very, very hard going. There's only a few hours left of sunlight. It's getting dark roughly around 6:30, 7 o'clock, so it's only a couple more hours before it gets dark. And it's always nice to get one before it gets dark. But yeah, I'll get back to you if anything happens. Right then guys, still no fish to report. So coming into the final evening now, I am thinking to myself, do I ring the wife and tell her that I'm going to stay for another 24? Don't think she'll be too happy about that, but hopefully I can put one on the bank. And all I can do is just keep trying, really. Just keep trying, keep at it. You know what carp fishing can be like sometimes. Low pressure at the moment, really cold. Haven't been on my side, to be fair, so I'm always going to be battling that alongside, you know, other things as well. Swim, location. The fish are here, that's the thing. If I didn't see any signs of activity, I would have moved by now, but I can see them, they're just not having it. So that's fish sometimes, isn't it? That's what they do. But yeah, so if I don't catch you in a bit, hopefully I'll catch you in a bit with a fish. I'll keep trying, guys, but the time's running out. But yeah, if I don't put a fish on the bank, I'll probably end up ringing the wife and telling her that I ain't coming home. I need to get a fish for this video. But she ain't gonna like it. But yeah, anyway, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Right then guys, still no fish. Spoke to the wife. She ain't having none of it. She says, I've got jobs to do at home. I'm coming home. I've been here 48 hours already. So can't really argue there. I've had 2 days to myself, so more than happy. It's not all about catching fish. Sometimes just enjoy being
being on the bank. I still got 3 hours left, so there's still hope. But on that note, I'm gonna finish drinking my coffee. Obviously, if you don't see me having a fish on this video, I've blanked. First time this year, but you know, that's how it goes, innit? You gotta, some people go out with a bang at the end of the year, some people go out and they don't catch absolutely anything. But I've had 2 runs, so I've had 2 fish on. Just a shame that I couldn't put them on the bank. But yeah, it's been rock hard conditions this session, but I've had a good time. And you know, it's my little break, gets away from everything. And to be fair, I don't care if I catch or if I don't. So like I said, guys, on that note, if I don't see you in a bit, keep on fishing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Not every day when you're packing up your gear, you get a herd of little cows running around. Don't think they know I'm a butcher, mine, but that's another story.